They called her Doc at first, then something changed. She saved one of their own, then trained alongside them. And one day, they simply said, "Not without her." Lieutenant Commander Elena Phoenix Rodriguez had been assigned to Naval Special Warfare Training Center in Coronado for exactly 22 weeks. At 5 feet 8 inches with dark brown hair pulled back in regulation style and intense hazel eyes that seemed to see everything at once, she moved through her medical duties with the kind of natural confidence that made her presence both reassuring and commanding. She carried her medical equipment with practiced precision, treated injuries with expert clinical care, and maintained the supportive presence that characterized dedicated military nurses. To the SEAL candidates and training staff, she was simply their assigned medical officer, competent, caring, and completely reliable in her professional role. What made Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez particularly effective, though few recognized it at the time, was her uncanny ability to anticipate not just medical emergencies, but tactical situations that would create medical needs. During Hell Week preparation, she would position herself exactly where the most serious injuries would occur. During combat swimming exercises, she seemed to know which candidates would experience life-threatening emergencies. During weapons training scenarios, she demonstrated tactical awareness that exceeded medical oversight, often moving to positions that provided both medical readiness and tactical advantage. Her medical bay was organized with military precision that exceeded standard requirements. Every piece of equipment had its designated place, every medical procedure was executed with obsessive attention to detail, and every emergency response was coordinated with efficiency that impressed even senior medical officers. But there were subtle differences that most people overlooked. Tactical medical supplies that weren't standard for training facilities, specialized trauma equipment that suggested experience with combat medicine, and a personal bearing that seemed to come from experience far beyond medical education. The candidates knew her through routine medical encounters and growing respect. "Ma'am," when they required medical attention, Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez, when discussing her professional capabilities, or simply Doc, with the affection that SEALs reserved for medical personnel they truly trusted. None of them had questioned her background beyond standard medical training, though many had noticed she possessed unusually comprehensive tactical awareness and seemed to understand special operations with depth that exceeded typical medical officer education. But trust is earned through action, especially when it involves people whose dedication transcends ordinary professional boundaries. Welcome to Silent Salute, where we uncover the extraordinary stories of dedication that define military excellence. Before we dive into this incredible tale, tell us in the comments which country you're watching from today. And if you believe that true warriors earn their place through actions, not just assignments, hit that subscribe button to support our channel. We're honored to share these remarkable stories with you. Naval Special Warfare Training Center in the summer of 2020 was operating under the most challenging training protocols in its history. Home to the most elite naval warrior training programs in the world, the facility was pushing candidates through increasingly demanding scenarios designed to test their ability to operate as integrated teams under realistic combat conditions. The medical support required for such intensive training was comprehensive, demanding, and absolutely critical for maintaining both candidate safety and training realism that prepared future SEAL operators for actual combat environments. The daily rhythm at Coronado was relentless, but carefully orchestrated to build both individual capabilities and team cohesion. Morning brought physical conditioning that pushed human endurance beyond normal limits, with candidates participating in beach runs, surf torture, log PT, and obstacle course exercises that tested every aspect of physical and mental resilience. Midday featured tactical training and weapons instruction that emphasized team coordination, including live-fire exercises, close-quarters combat drills, and complex tactical scenarios that required seamless teamwork. Afternoon included specialized skills training that built operational capabilities through team-based exercises, such as combat diving, medical training, and demolitions instruction. Evening brought team-building activities and recovery periods that strengthened the bonds essential for special operations effectiveness. Through it all, Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez provided medical support with steady professionalism that had characterized her entire assignment. Her medical expertise was universally respected, Her emergency response capabilities were unquestioned, and her ability to handle any medical situation that arose during training impressed instructors and candidates alike. She could treat complex trauma while maintaining awareness of ongoing training activities, coordinate medical evacuations without disrupting team exercises, and provide medical oversight for dangerous training scenarios while anticipating tactical developments that might create additional medical needs. The training environment at Coronado was deliberately designed to replicate the stress and complexity of actual special operations, with particular emphasis on team dynamics that would be essential for actual SEAL operations. Every exercise was crafted to test not just individual capabilities, but team cohesion under realistic conditions while maintaining safety standards that protected personnel from unnecessary risk. Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez had established herself as more than just medical support. She had become an integral part of the training environment. Her ability to provide excellent medical care while understanding tactical requirements impressed instructors and candidates alike. She could anticipate medical needs based on tactical developments, position herself to provide optimal medical coverage while maintaining tactical awareness, and coordinate with training staff in ways that enhanced both safety and training realism. The candidates had formed impressions about her role that exceeded typical medical officer relationships. She was exceptional medical support who understood their mission and shared their commitment to excellence. Her medical knowledge was comprehensive, her tactical awareness was remarkable, and her dedication to their success was absolute. But she also possessed something that couldn't be taught, an instinctive understanding of team dynamics and an ability to integrate medical support with tactical operations that suggested experience beyond medical education. Her interactions with candidates revealed dedication that exceeded professional requirements. During medical treatment sessions, she demonstrated genuine concern for their individual success and team effectiveness. During tactical training observations, she provided insights that enhanced both safety and tactical learning. During conversations about military operations, she displayed understanding of team cohesion and operational effectiveness that suggested deep appreciation for special operations culture. Among the candidates was Petty Officer First Class Marcus Titan Rodriguez, a former Marine Force recon operator who'd served multiple combat deployments before applying for SEAL training. Marcus was highly respected by his fellow candidates for his tactical experience and team leadership abilities, and his assessment of Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez reflected the growing respect she had earned throughout the team. Doc Rodriguez isn't just our medical officer, Marcus had mentioned to his swim buddy during their 21st week. She's part of our team. She understands what we're trying to accomplish and supports our mission in ways that go beyond medical care. She's earned our trust and respect through her actions, not just her position. Marcus's observation reflected the growing integration between Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez and the SEAL candidates that exceeded typical medical officer relationships. Her dedication to their success had created bonds that transcended professional boundaries and approached the team loyalty that defined SEAL culture. Seaman First Class Jake Venom Thompson, who'd served as a Navy hospital corpsman before SEAL training, offered his perspective on Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's unique integration with their team. Most medical officers maintain professional distance and focus primarily on medical responsibilities. Doc Rodriguez understands that effective medical support for special operations requires integration with tactical operations and genuine commitment to team success. Thompson's assessment identified the key characteristic that distinguished Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez from other medical officers: her complete integration with team objectives that exceeded medical responsibilities and approached the total commitment that defined SEAL team relationships. There were incidents that, in retrospect, demonstrated Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's extraordinary dedication to team success. During training exercises, she had voluntarily exposed herself to additional risk to provide medical support that exceeded safety requirements. During team challenges, she had provided encouragement and support that enhanced team cohesion. During individual crises, she had demonstrated personal commitment that exceeded professional obligations. Her physical fitness exceeded what most medical officers maintained, often participating in team training activities when her medical duties permitted. Her tactical understanding during training exercises exceeded what medical personnel typically developed, consistently demonstrating awareness of team objectives and tactical requirements. Her personal investment in candidate success exceeded professional requirements, showing genuine commitment to their individual development and team effectiveness. Chief Petty Officer David Reaper Stevens, a 25-year SEAL veteran who served as senior instructor, had observed Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's integration with the candidates and recognized its significance for team development. Doc Rodriguez has achieved something that most medical personnel never accomplish, he'd mentioned to the training officer. She's earned the complete trust and acceptance of the team. They don't just respect her medical expertise, they trust her as a teammate. Stevens' assessment reflected recognition that Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez had achieved integration with SEAL candidates that exceeded professional relationships and approached the team bonds that were essential for special operations effectiveness. Master Sergeant Tom Blade Wilson, who had 30 years of special operations experience and had observed the development of countless SEAL teams, recognized the significance of Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's relationship with the candidates. Team integration like this can't be assigned or mandated, Wilson had told the training commander. It has to be earned through actions that demonstrate genuine commitment to team success. Doc Rodriguez has achieved that level of integration. Wilson's observation reflected understanding that Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's relationship with the candidates represented team dynamics that were essential for actual SEAL operations and couldn't be replicated through conventional training methods. The incident that would demonstrate the full extent of Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's integration with her team occurred during advanced tactical training in Week 22, when a serious training accident would test every aspect of team cohesion and medical response under extreme pressure. The training exercise was designed to test team coordination under realistic combat conditions, with candidates operating in multiple small units while coordinating tactical objectives across a complex training environment. The scenario required seamless teamwork, tactical communication, and adaptive response to changing conditions that replicated actual SEAL operations. Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez was providing medical oversight for the exercise, positioned to monitor multiple training areas while maintaining readiness to respond to medical emergencies. Her role required coordination with multiple instructor teams while maintaining tactical awareness of training developments across the entire exercise area. During the most complex phase of the exercise, a critical equipment malfunction created a life-threatening emergency that would test every aspect of team training and medical response capabilities. A candidate became trapped in a collapsed training structure with injuries that required immediate medical intervention, while additional structural collapse threatened both the casualty and potential rescuers. The situation required immediate tactical coordination to extract the casualty while minimizing risk to other team members. Standard procedure called for instructor intervention and emergency response protocols that would prioritize safety while maintaining training value. Instead, Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez coordinated with the candidate team to execute a tactical medical evacuation that demonstrated both her medical expertise and her complete integration with team objectives. Working with the candidates as an integrated team member, she coordinated tactical movement that provided access to the casualty while minimizing exposure to additional structural collapse. Her tactical coordination was natural and seamless, demonstrating integration with team operations that exceeded medical oversight responsibilities. Team 2, this is document. I need tactical movement to casualty position. Provide security while I assess injuries and coordinate extraction. Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez transmitted with tactical communication that reflected complete integration with team operations. Her medical assessment and treatment of the casualty was conducted while coordinating tactical security and extraction procedures with the candidates as equal team members rather than medical oversight personnel. Her actions demonstrated complete trust in team capabilities and total commitment to mission success. Casualty assessment complete. Spinal immobilization required. Need coordinated lift and movement to extraction point. Team 2, establish security perimeter. Team 3, prepare extraction route. She coordinated with tactical communication that reflected seamless integration with team operations. The extraction was executed with precision that demonstrated perfect team coordination between Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez and the candidates. Her medical expertise was integrated with their tactical capabilities to achieve mission success that exceeded what either medical or tactical operations could accomplish independently. The casualty was successfully extracted and treated without additional injuries, and the training exercise was completed with enhanced team cohesion that demonstrated the value of integrated medical and tactical operations. Chief Stevens, who had observed the entire emergency response, recognized that Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's actions had demonstrated team integration that exceeded anything he had witnessed in 25 years of SEAL training. Doc Rodriguez didn't just provide medical support during that emergency, Stevens told the training staff. She operated as a full team member with complete integration of medical and tactical capabilities. That level of team integration represents what we're trying to achieve in actual SEAL operations. The candidate's response to Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's actions during the emergency confirmed the complete team integration that had developed over 22 weeks of training. They had worked with her as an equal team member, trusting her tactical judgment as completely as her medical expertise. Doc Rodriguez isn't just our medical officer, Marcus told his teammates after the exercise. She's our teammate. She's earned her place on this team through her actions and her commitment to our success. The significance of this team integration became fully apparent during the final phases of training when the candidates were preparing for graduation and assignment to operational SEAL teams. When training staff began discussing medical support arrangements for the candidates' final training exercises, the team response was immediate and unequivocal. We don't want different medical support, Jake Thompson told Chief Stevens. Doc Rodriguez is our teammate. We want her for our final exercises. The request reflected team loyalty that exceeded professional preferences and approached the commitment that defined actual SEAL team relationships. The candidates weren't just requesting familiar medical support. They were asserting team bonds that they considered essential for mission success. When training staff explained that Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez would be assigned to support other training cycles, the team response escalated to reflect the depth of their integration and trust. Not without her, Marcus stated with the quiet determination that characterized SEAL team loyalty. Doc Rodriguez is part of our team. We've trained together, worked together, and earned each other's trust. We don't operate without our teammates. The statement reflected team dynamics that exceeded training relationships and approached the absolute commitment that defined operational SEAL teams. The candidates were asserting that Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez had earned integration with their team that couldn't be replaced by alternative medical support. Chief Stevens recognized that the candidates' insistence reflected team development that was essential for actual SEAL operations. Their integration with Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez demonstrated team cohesion that couldn't be replicated with different personnel. The team integration they've developed with Doc Rodriguez represents what we want to achieve in operational teams, Stevens told the training commander. Their commitment to her as a teammate reflects the loyalty and trust that define effective SEAL operations. The training command's response acknowledged the significance of the team integration that had developed between Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez and the candidates. Rather than disrupting team bonds that were essential for operational effectiveness, they modified assignments to maintain team integrity. Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez was assigned to continue supporting the candidates through their final training phases and transition to operational assignments, recognizing that her integration with the team represented capabilities that enhanced rather than complicated SEAL operations. The team integration Doc Rodriguez has achieved represents medical support that enhances tactical effectiveness, the training commander explained to senior staff. Her relationship with the team demonstrates how medical and tactical capabilities can be integrated to achieve operational effectiveness that exceeds what either capability can accomplish independently. Over the following weeks, Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's integration with the team continued to develop in ways that influenced both medical and tactical training throughout Naval Special Warfare Command. Her example demonstrated how medical personnel could achieve team integration that enhanced rather than complicated special operations effectiveness. Her continued assignment with the team created opportunities to develop integrated medical and tactical training programs that reflected actual operational requirements. Her experience provided insights into team dynamics that enhanced both medical support and tactical operations. Working with Doc Rodriguez has shown us how medical support can be integrated with tactical operations to achieve mission effectiveness that exceeds conventional capabilities, Marcus told other SEAL candidates. She's demonstrated that effective team integration requires mutual trust and shared commitment to mission success. The enhanced training programs that emerged from Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's team integration were eventually adopted throughout Naval Special Warfare Command, establishing new standards for medical and tactical integration that prepared SEAL teams for operational effectiveness that required seamless coordination between all team members. Her integration with the team influenced special operations medicine worldwide and demonstrated how medical personnel could achieve team integration that enhanced tactical effectiveness. Her example became a model for medical support that exceeded professional boundaries and approached the total commitment that defined SEAL team relationships. The story of Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's team integration became legendary at the training facility, shared with new candidates as an example of how dedication and competence could earn acceptance into the warrior culture that defined special operations excellence. The most important lesson you can learn here, instructors would tell new candidates, is that team integration can't be assigned. It has to be earned through actions that demonstrate genuine commitment to team success. Doc Rodriguez earned her place on the team through dedication that exceeded professional requirements and approached the total commitment that defines SEAL team loyalty. Years later, when Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez transitioned to other assignments, her legacy lived on in the integrated medical and tactical training programs she'd helped develop and in the understanding that effective special operations medical support required team integration that exceeded professional boundaries. Her story reminded everyone that in naval special warfare, the highest honor wasn't rank or assignment. It was earning the trust and loyalty of teammates who would say not. Without her, when facing missions that required absolute commitment to shared success, Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's team integration became synonymous with the understanding that special operations effectiveness required personnel who could transcend professional boundaries to achieve team integration that enhanced mission success. Her example demonstrated that the most effective military operations were often enhanced by individuals whose dedication exceeded professional requirements and approached the total commitment that defined warrior culture. The moment when the team had said, "Not without her," had lasted only seconds, but its impact continued for years, reminding everyone that true team integration couldn't be mandated or assigned. It had to be earned through actions that demonstrated genuine commitment to shared success and willingness to sacrifice professional boundaries for team effectiveness. The sight of SEAL candidates asserting team loyalty that included medical personnel had demonstrated not just individual acceptance, but broader understanding of how team integration created capabilities that exceeded individual contributions. Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's integration with the team showed that true special operations effectiveness required team bonds that transcended professional assignments and approached the absolute commitment that defined warrior brotherhood. The integrated medical and tactical training protocols that emerged from Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's team integration created new standards for special operations preparation that recognized the value of team cohesion that exceeded professional boundaries. Her methods were studied and implemented across multiple special operations services, establishing her as a pioneer in integrated team development. The candidates who trained under Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's integrated approach consistently demonstrated superior team cohesion, mutual trust, and mission effectiveness compared to teams trained under conventional methods. Her influence on SEAL team development extended far beyond the specific incident that had demonstrated her complete integration with the team. Marcus, who had first recognized Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's team integration, eventually became a SEAL team leader himself. Throughout his career, he credited her example with teaching him that effective team leadership required earning trust through actions rather than asserting authority through position. Doc Rodriguez didn't just teach me about team integration, Marcus would tell his SEAL operators years later. She taught me that true team leadership means earning your place through dedication that exceeds professional requirements and demonstrates genuine commitment to shared success. Jake Thompson, who had recognized the significance of her tactical integration, also completed SEAL training and advanced to team medical specialist positions. His experience with Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez's integrated approach influenced his understanding of medical support throughout his career. What I learned from Doc Rodriguez, Thompson would explain to other SEAL medical personnel, is that effective special operations medical support requires team integration that exceeds professional boundaries. The most valuable medical personnel are those who earn their place as teammates through actions that demonstrate total commitment to mission success. This story was brought to you by Silent Salute. Before we leave you today, here's our question. Have you ever witnessed someone earn their place on a team through actions that transcended their professional assignment? Have you encountered people whose dedication and competence earned them acceptance into groups where they weren't expected to belong? Tell us in the comments about the moments when you realized someone had earned team integration that exceeded their official role. And if you believe that true team membership must be earned through actions rather than assigned through positions, hit that subscribe button to support our channel. Every story reminds us that the highest honor isn't rank or assignment. It's earning the trust and loyalty of teammates who will refuse to operate without you. We'll see you in the next story, where we'll discover another incredible tale of dedication that transcends professional boundaries and earns warrior brotherhood through actions rather than assignments.